Yo, howdy there, YouTube world, man, it's me. I'm still Uno, and I'm Bizak, man. I'm back in the place to be. You can see I got my incense burning, a young nigga Zen TF out right now, man. I feel fresh. I feel confident. I feel brave. I'm less afraid than before I took that trip to PE. This entry is kind of like it's gonna be my attempt to compile that entire trip and break it down into risks. Bringing me up until at least yesterday, which was what was the date yesterday? What was the goddamn date yesterday? Yeah, bringing me to the 18th. Alright, so if you've been checking the channel, I just dropped a video, I don't know, of a song from my upcoming album called Fine Chill. I shot it in PE. I took it, I don't know what terms to use to describe that presentation, but I compiled it. It was my effort, and I'm kind of proud of it. I hope you enjoy it. Hope you've been enjoying it. If you haven't already, I hope you enjoy it. Yeah, man, so a lot to talk about. It's a lot. I mean, like goddamn lot. I don't know if anybody was curious about what I've been up to. I know I've been off for a while. You ain't seen my face. You ain't seen this place. So I'm here now, man. Where do I even start? Where did I leave it? I left it on the previous risk before I left PE was cryptocurrency. So yeah, I've since taken that up. Got myself a few cryptos. I haven't checked what it's looking like as yet, because a lot has been happening over the past few days. But that was like risk number 9 or 10, if I'm not mistaken. It says 10. It must have been 9, because there's one risk I haven't spoken about yet. I'm trying to package it. I don't know. It's a difficult one to talk about. It might make my mom upset. Yeah. So I want to jump to risk number 11. Risk number 11. What did I do? What risk did I take on the 11th day of this month? Rewind. I've been making music for a long time, and it's a hobby of mine. It's a passion of mine. I enjoy it. So I probably got if you really look for my stuff on the internet, probably find 5 or 6 albums, from SoundCloud to Bandcamp to Apple Music, even data file host. I'm sure you'll find something. But I just enjoy to make music. I don't know if I have any real aspirations of making it a profitable career. I don't know yet. Maybe with all this that's going on, maybe the circumstance will dictate that I tap into that side of myself for the sake of staying alive. So I told myself, look, man, this time around, I've never been in this phase of my life before. I've never been. Everything is just so aligned. The name of the album is Strive, Persevere, Overcome. By the way, this is the original artwork. This is the original artwork for Strive, Persevere, Overcome. Shout out to my homegirl Catherine for this, man. She did it for me. For this album, it's original. If you're interested in it, I'm gonna have to disappoint you. It's a Catherine original. It's the album cover for my album Strive, Persevere, Overcome, which is coming out on Friday the 26th of February on all platforms. It'll be my birthday on the 28th. I'm thinking of taking a risk of like kind of doing a live performance of some of the songs, you know, like a tiny desk, tinier than tiny desk, small desk. Yeah, you know. And so the risk I took was engaging in a deliberate effort to market my album, my music. I've never done that, and I've been getting such great feedback. And also, I feel like I crafted it over a course of 2 years with my friends. You know, some of it during COVID when there was nothing to do with what I was doing, and those feelings I really like to to share them. But I want to create some hype around it. You know, I want to see if people are excited and see if like what I deliver matches the excitement that might be generated. I don't know. I just feel like I've never done anything deliberate to roll out any work that I've done. So that's the risk I took. I shared the album. I spoke about it. I did a few. Maybe I should share like an interview that I did actually. Maybe I should do that. Take a risk and share that. Talking about a few of the tracks on the album. That was risk 11. Risk 12 was actually doing the traveling. You know, if you saw that video dump I did on the previous, I don't know what number post it is, but it's there. You know, I traveled by bus, and yo man, that shit was crazy, bro. That shit was crazy. I felt myself getting COVID. Like, oh, there you go. That's it. Is that a cough, nigga? Is that a cough? Are they coughing around you? It was actually quite risky, and in the middle of it all, I thought, damn, what if I don't even live to see my birthday just because I'm taking this risk? You know? So I counted it as a blessing to be here, still be here, and I'm in good health. You know, I took the risk. I went there. I didn't even know what I was going for. Did I take the time to thank my homies? Okay, I'll do that later. I'll do it at the end. Yeah, you know, so traveling was a risk of its own. I must have really wanted to go, so I went, and I'll get to the breakdown of why it was important for me to go. You know, so risk number 12 was the actual going, which was risky. Risk 13, which I took, was shooting the visual. I don't know if I've never shot no goddamn music video in my life, man. never done that before. I took the risk, and I did it. I'm actually getting some good positive feedback from a few people that have seen it. If you haven't seen it, hit me up, check it out, let me know what you think. I'd love to know. I'm not gonna delete it. I just like to know what you think. Yeah, so I mean, it was great, man. I feel encouraged to do it again, actually. You know, even like compiling that whole video dump, you know. I guess this thing of creating content for YouTube and all of that is I'm realizing it's kind of like more natural to me than I realized. Like being behind the camera, the editing and all of that. It's like I enjoy it, you know. And I'm glad that the video came out the way it did, because that's kind of how I envisioned it. And I was like, damn, I really did this, didn't I? So that was cool, right? That was risk number 13, shooting the video and sharing it. risk number 14, which I took. I'm not trying to flex, I'm not name dropping nothing, but I know some peeps in the game, man. I know some peeps in the game, man. Don't ask me how I met them. Okay, you can't ask, but except one, you know. So the risk I took was, remember, on this deliberate rollout of this project, Strive, Persevere, Overcome. I'm trying to get a reaction. I really want to know what people think about what I've been doing over the past 2 years in terms of like putting all my energy and time and heart into crafting this. I mean, the album, it was 19 tracks, 18. I cut it down to 8, cut 2 out and made a new 2, you know, to so I think it's 9 tracks now, you know, and I feel proud of it. I was like, man, who is somebody that I know that can give me an opinion on this? And I sat and I thought, like, God damn, I got Gigi Lemaine's number. What up, Gigi? Don't ask me, don't ask me, don't ask me, don't ask me. But I got Gigi's number and we cool. You know, so I just texted her. I was like, yo, here's a private link to the album, tell me what you think. In retrospect, I think the bigger risk would have been picking up the phone and calling her. And like, yo, I sent you a link. Check it out, let me know what you think. Which I should probably do. It's a risk to do. Call Gigi. Call Gigi. Gigi, what you think about the album, man? You know, because I know she appreciates rap. Plus, I got this song called God First, which I think should be perfect for the remix of. So, Gigi, this is me asking, could you please jump onto the remix of God First? Because I really like you as a rapper. Right. The other thing I did was send that same link to ConnyCon. A lot of you guys, you may not know ConnyCon, but I actually have some memorabilia here. I was in full fanboy mode. So ConnyCon is one half of the duo Children of Zeus. You know what I'm saying? It's a UK based band, you know. They were in South Africa a few years ago. I think it was the year before last, 2019.
Sometimes you gotta just slow down, slow down, slow down. This shit's crazy, oh, come on. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Yeah. When you had as much as you so high, they're coming down. I don't hear a single word they say. You can't turn my life around. Hit it! Sing it night. I've been away since Friday morning. Sometimes we flash, or we fly, if we crash, we die. I was this silent, but I said he don't ask me why. This man don't have much, but he's not gonna be with to my first love. They keep telling me God, you can't turn on. These days you be lucky if I turn on. I'm a child of suits like the wardrobe. I don't fuck with how we shit. Trying to push these boulders way more heavy than the soul. You're the older we get. Gotta let the live and regret. Stop daydreaming, just wake up, just wake up. We all see the signs and we know what it takes us. Yeah, we can even build and we straight up. We can even lie and we straight up. Yeah, yo, that life used to mean the whole world to me. I know there ain't much, just slow down. Same old, we get drunk, we get high. You go home, I'll go in. But when you refresh, when you die, I'm under the influence of many things that of which I'm prescribed. My soul remembers, surrendering to the demons inside. It's the same old, they know. 3 drinks at the table, white heaven for the night then. I'm not trying to sound racial, I'm no angel, but I'm faithful. Faithful to the tango. I've been over that rainbow, it's all the same old, just slow down. Yeah, hey, hey, yeah. Slow down, just slow down. Yeah. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Hey, slow down, slow down, slow down. Hey, slow down, slow down. Come on. Hey, 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 hey. You got rockin' with us, it's Joe Brown. Come on. Hey, 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 hey. Tony Khan, hey. My brother Tyler Dahlia. We hobby tanks. Come on. Hey, hey, hey. One more time. Hey, slow down, slow down, slow down.
This is the only people I have autographs of. Peace and blessings, Uno. Joburg was a vibe. From Manchester with love, Connie Con. Boom. That really happened in my real life. You know, the crazy thing is, like, after their show, I had tweeted them like, yo guys, I'm coming to your show. You guys are my favorite artists, my favorite band. I'm coming to your show. Can we have a blunt? They say, yeah, cool. Like, this is on DM Twitter. After the show, the blunt I prepared from home, I had it with them there after their show. Backstage, we spoke, exchanged details, and yeah. I've never sent Connie Con anything really, but I sent him my album. I'd be interested to know what he thinks as an artist actually in the game, really doing it, as one of my favorite musicians right now, you know what I'm saying? So that's the risk I took, putting it out there to my peers in the music game, you know, the famous ones. I don't know anyone else famous. If you know someone famous, man, let me know. I'll send them the album. Yeah. Risk number 15. It's kind of like a tricky thing, man. It's like it was an interesting thing, you know. I was down there in PE, and I think one thing that encouraged me to go was the fact that I knew somebody there, and I could maybe somehow mitigate some costs by, you know, associating with that friend of mine, and we linked up. It was good. He's the friend in the video dump, Muzi. Shout out to Muzi, man. And he's my friend from all the way back in high school. So we sat and we spoke, man, for quite a long time about where things are and where we thought they would have been, you know. And one thing that came up, yeah, I've changed a lot since I was in high school, man. Like, I'm not that person anymore, not just like in stature or mindset or whatever. Like, I don't even remember myself from high school, you know. So I'm sitting with Muzi and he's telling me, dude, you know, you kind of used to be a psychological bully. I'm like, psychological hardcore bully. And he told me a story about some shit that I did to him, you know, that puppeteered, you know, and it kind of just hurt me to think that that's something that I was doing. Not that I was only doing that kind of stuff, but that was who I was, you know. And although it's over 15 years ago, you know, I still feel like it was necessary for me to extend my apology to him, you know, and he was gracious enough to accept it, and I appreciate that a lot. Thanks, Muzi. And yeah, it got me thinking also about this whole thing of reconciliation, you know, especially like with the peeps that I've been working with recently. It's not reconciliation in the sense that we hurt each other. I just think that I might have disappointed a few people by my action. Not to say that I'm sorry I took that action, but I'm sorry for disappointing you. You know, and I think that's one thing I really needed to go down to PE for, to get that perspective. I remember saying to Muzi when it was time for me to come back, I was like, dog, let me go back to my mess, which is the circumstance happening around me right now. But I needed to go there to get that perspective. You know what I'm saying? I needed to go there and look at this situation. Okay, what do I need to do? And one of the first things I need to do really is clear the air. You know, and I don't even know why I feel like I must be the bigger person. If there's a bigger person required in the situation, I just feel like, you know, if I want to put it past me, this is an action I have to take. And I know I've got plenty of excuses as to why I don't want to take this step. I shouldn't even have to take this step, but something in me is telling me that it's necessary, you know. And that's also something that happened to me while I was down there in PE, trying to figure out what risks to take. I took a lot of risks, man. I think just going there on the budget that I had, the non-existent budget, and doing all the things that I did. I mean, I wanted to go bungee jumping, but I kind of got lazy, you know. But I mean, they have the largest one-off anyway, bungees in the world, so fuck, might as well do it. But it didn't materialize. But that's where I was. I was like, man, this whole thing is risky. Meeting strangers. Oh yeah, shout out to Ross, man. Shout out to Ross. One of the things I wanted to do, a risk I had prepared myself to take, was to be like, yo, whatever happens, I know Muzi is a DJ. If I see a stage, I'm jumping on. You know, unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. I don't even remember why, because it could have. Muzi was performing a few times. I could have just. I think it's because what they said about my music, like, nah, man, you can't play this in the club. I should have taken that as more incentive to take the risk. I think it would have gotten the place jumping for sure, you know. But I met this guy Ross, man. I was literally recording the entry number 13, what I thought would be 13, and Ross was just walking by, and I caught wind of him. He jumped into my video. Next thing I know, he's telling me he's a psychology student at Nelson Mandela University, and he's inviting me to perform. You know, they have an online performance every Thursday, so I think next week Thursday will be my performance. You know, just like that. You know, online in front of a crowd of 2,000 people. Just like that. You know, I'm like, this is why we take risks. We take risks to find out what's on the other side of that door. And looking back at my journey, reviewing everything I've spoken about, I think it was worth it. I think I even got more out of it than I put in financially. And I think that's another thing, you know, we also need to understand about risk. Like, okay, fine, the benefit won't always be financial. The benefit of taking a risk won't always be financial. Sometimes it's just simply psychological or spiritual, and that benefit, there's no amount of money that you can trade or get for that benefit. And on the other side of the coin, risky as it was, I'm glad I did everything that I did there, and all the sub risks. Shout out to all the people I've met. This is where I was getting to, man. This is my favorite part. It humbles me to think how many friends I actually have. You know, I passed by Bloemfontein, like I said. One of those other posts picked up my ID and my driver's license. We got our company registered with Lucy. We got a CK document now. Shout out to my friend Joseph out in Bloemfontein for just being yourself, man. I really appreciate what you did for me in the time that I was there. I know you make it seem like it was nothing, and it probably wasn't much, but it meant everything to me, and I appreciate you for that. Same to you, Muzi. I genuinely, sincerely appreciate the favor you and Tsoho showed me as I stayed at your place. It was great. I wish nothing but love and happiness for you and your girl. This is Risk Log Vlog entry number 18. I'm recapping on risks 11 to 16, except 17, because 17 is the visual. My name is Uno, man. This is my Risk Log Vlog. Glad to be back in your faces. Catch me on the next one. Peace.